Piranha 3D. This summer, 3D shows its teeth. In theaters, August 20th. Big Country White Trunks. Black Trunks for Dos Santos. Man, he comes out swinging. Big Country covering up.
Big Country has excellent timing. Look for that right hand. And look for Junior's uppercut. There he just threw it.
Just missed.
This is not the first time that Big Country has faced an elite striker. Fought Andrei Arlovsky in the ultra-corrupt Elite XC and had him in side control working for Kimura when he was stood back up. He goes in, he's got the clinch. Big Country was stopped by Andrei Arlovsky in that fight.
In this position, this is where Big Country likes to lean on his opponent, use that weight, and I don't care, as great of a camp that Junior Dos Santos comes from, it's hard to simulate Big Country.
It's hard to simulate that body style for sure, but he does work with the elite grapplers, of course, Minotauro Nogueira and his brother Rogerio Nogueira, Lyoto Machida, Anderson Silva, so he's in there with elite guys. Big Country, though, is a very high-level grappler, as we said, very intelligent, technical fighter. He's got a hold of him, but now Junior's got him turned around. Look at this. Big Country working very hard for the takedown here.
And Dos Santos for now says no.
Surprisingly strong. I mean, you see that when guys lock up with Big Country. You forget that underneath that stomach, there's a lot of muscle. And a lot of technique.
Tons of technique, and I think that's a thing people forget, Joe. I mean, he has always been respected for his grappling and his jiu-jitsu, A to knee.
And surprisingly, he has good cardio.
Absolutely. Well, it's on the right side of the body of Big Country.
Oh, he hurt him.
Big time. And again with the uppercut. Nelson pushing forward.
Roy's still there. That uppercut again. Is huge.
Teeing off.
Oh, Junior's going out.
A flurry of big punches.
Roy's still there.
Wow! Man, over the top he comes. What great hands.
Has tremendous hands.
Big Country's in big trouble. Man, he's a gamer though, Joe.
Oh, he's as game as they come, but I mean, how many of these can you take? How many can the human skull take?
Midway point of round number one. The uppercuts have connected on frequent occasion. Watch out, Dos Santos doesn't want to get caught.
He also doesn't want to get tired and have Roy Nelson time him with one of his bombs.
And wisely, he slows the pace and becomes more methodical, Joe. Uppercut again! Big Country's in big trouble once again here in the first round. Can't get a leg. Dos Santos, constant aggression.
He's blocking a lot of these, but Junior is relentless.
A clinic.
And there's a big right hand by Roy
Nelson. Roy Nelson has one-punch knockout power. As long as he's standing, he's got a chance to win this fight. Dos Santos with the leg kick.
A very rare kick by Dos Santos. I really think that he'd be more successful if he mixed things up and added more kicks to his arsenal. But as I said before, he is a specialist and one of the very best with his hands.
Nelson walks into a right hand. Dos Santos using his jab now. Wow, nice stiff jab there.
Yeah, he has loosened up, and instead of throwing big power punches, he's now just using technique, pacing himself.
He has buckled him with some uppercuts here in the first round.
He's expended a lot of energy too, Mike.
Now the knee.
There's that right hand. Roy's moving forward.
Hey, we've seen it many times, Joe. One swing away from winning a fight is a guy like Nelson.
He lands it again.
Final 30 seconds of the first round. Dos Santos looks superb early.
Roy's covering up. He's going to look for that bomb, Mike. He's going to look for that right hand.
Battle of two of the top heavyweights in the world. Top contender matchup. Nelson took some heavy shots.
He landed it again, Mike.
Oh, and another right hand. Final seconds of the round.
Wow.
And a good start to our show here. UFC 117, presented by Tequila Cazadores, round 2. Nelson with those hands high, the knee. Dos Santos with that front kick and now the hook. Oh, right hand again connects. Nelson looking for the takedown, thrown aside by Dos Santos.
Dos Santos is very, very difficult to take down. We saw that in the Gonzaga fight. Again, he's coming with that uppercut.
Man, and he throws the hip into that uppercut brilliantly. And the way that Roy holds his hands, Joe, so high, the elbows are a little open. He tries to find that spot straight through. UFC 118, 3 weeks away. Frankie Edgar, BJ Penn again. We'll talk to Randy Couture and James Toney tonight. Available on pay-per-view. We begin on Spike. More information available 118.ufc.com. This is the start of UFC 117 here. Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan. Junior Dos Santos, Roy Nelson. Just over a minute into the second round. Dos Santos for another uppercut.
Dos Santos has slowed down quite a bit in this round, Mike. You got to wonder if throwing all those punches in that first round took a lot out of him, and if he's wondering what it's going to take to get Roy Nelson out of there.
And he's taken a couple of shots himself, the right-hander Roy Nelson.
And when you're throwing this many punches, and a lot of them are hitting elbows and the top of the head, you got to worry about hurting your hands as well.
Left connects from Big Country.
Junior's mouth is open now. He's breathing a little heavier. Big power he has, though.
There's a cut under the right eye of Junior Dos Santos.
Again, Roy's not going anywhere.
Nope, never does. 16 wins in his mixed martial arts career. Trying to connect with that stiff jab again. Nelson. Wow.
What hips did Junior Dos Santos has?
No question. The whole cage moved on that takedown attempt. Can he complete it? Nope.
You know, I talked to his manager, Ed Soares, Junior's manager, and he was saying it's so hard to take this kid down, and when you take him down, he springs back up to his feet like a cat. He's got a pretty good mouse under his right eye.
Absolutely.
And it's bleeding.
I saw the cut when it was first open, Joe, but it's really swelling up quickly. The chance of USA in this
right hand by Country, and he drops down for a single.
Early battle. Big deep breath from Big Country.
Look at this. That's interesting. Junior shot for a takedown. I think that may be the first time we've seen that.
His hands have been so dominant in all the UFC fights that we've had the pleasure of calling. Uppercut again. That one connected. To the body.
Good body shot.
You could hear it at our broadcast position.
You know what, though? That fat is literally a layer of protection around his organs. I mean, if you really think about that, it's like he's wearing, he's getting punched wearing like 20 sweaters.
A big goose-down jacket from the 1970s. He is a throwback, there's no question.
I mean, you got to wonder how much of that is impeding him, though. I mean, that's not what a professional athlete is supposed to look like. I mean, it's novel and it's fun and everything like that.